Hey guys, and welcome back to Alternative Smallholding. I'm going to do this as a slightly different video because this is not going to go straight onto YouTube. I intend for this video to go straight onto our Facebook group and then we will release it on YouTube later. Sorry, Roo is playing behind you. It is Sunday here. This is a really strange angle. You just splashed me.
Yeah.
Careful. Really strange angle because I'm trying not to show you too much of what's going on behind me, and also the sun is really bright, so this was the only place that I could put you and balance everything without showing anything. Oh my gosh, you're drenched. She's drenched. It's that time of year again, isn't it, where you can have water fights? Yeah.
Happy.
Happy. So, can I talk to the camera?
Yes.
Okay, see you in a minute.
See you in a minute.
Have fun. So, what this video is about is I want to talk to you about our community food project. If you are in our Facebook group already, then you will know what I'm talking about. But if you're seeing this on YouTube, then you need to head over to our Facebook group to receive these exclusive updates. So, the community food project is basically, with this thing going around, we'll call it the lurgy, yeah? With the lurgy going around, Beardy Dude got sick and we went into lockdown, and then after our self-isolation was done, lockdown happened countrywide. But whilst we were in Beardy Dude lockdown, I had what can only be described as an absolute meltdown because I panicked and I started worrying about all the people who need to get out or need interaction with other people for different kinds of reasons, and how people's lives are going to change, and that I couldn't help them, and I really struggled with that. And I was speaking to my crisis team advisor and saying that I'm worried about people like the homeless people who basically rely on footfall and interaction and or charity, and now they're basically left with nothing and worried about how they're going to survive. I'm worried about the old people in our village and those more vulnerable, those with children, etc, etc. This meltdown ended, evidently so, because I'm here. I started to think about, okay, so how can I actually make a difference myself with any skills that I have, but still be isolating and not putting anyone else in danger. So we started off, we were having too many eggs at our house, but what we did is we cut back how many eggs we were eating because we got used to eating a lot. So we cut back how many eggs we were eating, and we then started sharing our eggs with our neighbours for free. We'd just like knock on the door, put the eggs down, we'd stand back and we'd say free eggs, you know. We'd package them up a few days later, earlier, and people really appreciated it. And we would often go out into our porch and find random little packets of chocolates and thank you cards and things, which was really sweet. But I didn't feel it was enough. I wanted to do more. And then all the garden centres and everything closed, and in our little village we have a lot of people who like to grow their own, be it flowers or veg, and not everybody is lucky enough to have their own allotment, and those people often relied on going to garden centres and buying plant starts.
Can I help?
I'm okay, thank you. So we wanted to help those people. So our initial idea was to grow some seeds to share with a few people that we knew. And then I thought, I'm really going to ramp up how much food I'm growing on the plot this year. And then
I'm water girl.
You're water girl. She's water girl. And then I'm going to... Sorry. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grow as much extra food as I can to distribute in our village and to friends and family for free, so veg box for free. Mainly probably just things like salads and beans, like cucumbers, tomatoes, beans, radishes, lettuce leaves, things like that. Because we don't know how, after all the lurgy has gone, how that will affect the farming industry. We you're right. We have friends who are farmers or who know farmers, and they are reporting that there are issues in getting food planted, or they won't have the people to harvest them. And obviously there might be some import problems from other countries for crops that we usually get from places like Spain for lettuces and things like that. So I thought if I can grow as much extra food as I can, then I can distribute that for free. And I wanted to grow some extra plant starts and give them away to people who like to grow a few things in their back gardens. I started doing this, and then I hit a wall. And the wall was, I'd come up with this great idea, and I had the means of doing it myself. I mean, practically, physically, the actual logistics of it wasn't a problem. But it takes a lot of compost. It really does. Either to grow all of these plants as seed starts, or to make sure that the ground, which I will be pushing this year, is nutrient dense. And I'd ordered all the seed trays in advance, and I did have a bulk order of compost which I burnt through so quickly with potting on all the tomatoes and everything that we have, and all the seeds that I'd already been given to people. So I did a little request on this Facebook group, or if you're watching this on YouTube, over on our Facebook group, where I said, would anyone be willing to donate £1 or £2 just to help get some compost? I have to buy it by click and collect, which means that it's not just like a bag or two. I had to buy 5 big bags, and I just simply didn't have the means to fund it at that time, and I didn't want the project to just stop there because I'd worked so hard on it and I really thought it would make a difference. So I asked you guys, and I felt really, I didn't want people to think that I was being rude or that it was inappropriate to ask people to help me with my project. It wasn't for personal gain at all. It is obviously and absolutely to help other people, but I really struggled with posting it. And then you guys were just like, I couldn't believe it. You, once again, this community blew me away. And within, well, I posted that post, and then we went and picked up a food parcel for somebody who couldn't get out of their house, took it to the other side of town and delivered it. And then when I got back, we had like blown our target and actually got more. And so I removed our PayPal address, and I was like, that's enough, I'm not taking any more money, because I did not want to take advantage of people. That was not what this is about. So I took the PayPal address down, and then I looked at what compost we could get, and the compost that I was going to get was sold out. So I began looking online, and because we had a few extra pounds than I was expecting, about 15-20 pounds extra than I was expecting, I was able to actually get a bulk bag, you know, like the big like square ton bags, able to get one of those, and that is being delivered hopefully at the end of the month. And it was amazing to think, I've got more compost than I expected, I can grow for more people than I expected, I can do as much as possible, and this is going to be amazing. So what I said as a thank you to you guys is, the people in our Facebook group, I am going to do little vlogs, videos to show you what we're doing and why we're doing it, and you will get exclusive. So kind of like, you know how people have Patreon where you get exclusive videos over there before they're released on YouTube? With this project, you will get exclusives. Hopefully I can upload these on there onto Facebook, otherwise I will put it on YouTube as unlisted and send you the link in the group, and then I'll release these on YouTube a few days later. So that's what the project's all about. Today I'm just sitting down and talking to you and telling you what we're doing, and then I will, I might add it on the end of this actually. I'm going to take you around our garden at home where everything is growing at the moment and show you what's going on, and also show you like things like some of our fancy tomatoes and things like that, because that's really exciting me right now. So yeah, we've not been around much lately because of the Beardy Dude being ill, and because I had a meltdown. But we are doing lots of work here. There have been lots of things that have changed, and I can't wait to show you. I'm hoping to film a tour tomorrow. So yeah, I'm over the moon with the support from you guys. You really humble me, and I can't find the words. I don't know if you can tell, I can't find the words to say how grateful I am for you. Saying thank you doesn't feel enough. It really doesn't. But we are making headway. I'm using the last bit of compost I've got of my own at the moment to sow some seeds. I've got some orders in for some Vosper tomatoes, for beans and dwarf beans, French beans, runner beans, cucumbers, things like that. So yeah, and I've been sharing a few seeds with people too, and it's time where we all need to stick together, help each other out. I'm using my skill as a gardener to help others, and it is a way that I can do it without having to be in contact with people. And I urge you, if there is something that you can do, even if it be a person who phones people up and just says, hey, how are you today, or just send someone a message, check in on people, support people where you can. This is it's a situation no one has ever had before, and you know, we'll get through it, we will, but things will be different at the end of it. And I urge you to go forth and grow all the things and support each other, check in on each other, and be nice, okay? So now I'm going to end this, and I'm going to show you around my garden, and I'll show you what's growing and some of the plans that we've got. You probably won't have me on camera there because the sun is always glaring on the spot where everything's growing, but I will take you a tour around anyway. And then tomorrow, hopefully, I'll do a tour of this plot and show you what's been going on. So take care. Thank you again. Our community food project is going to be amazing. I'll share it on Facebook first, like I said, and then it will be on YouTube later, and I'll put it in a playlist as well, so you can go back and check what we've been doing. So take care, and we'll see you all soon. Bye bye. Hello, can I help you? You going to watch me do the video? Yeah? Are you going to watch me do the video? Yeah. Hey guys, we're back home now, and in this spot I don't have too much sun, so I can actually say hi. I'm being watched by the chickens. Sadly, yesterday we lost Mogwai. I know you shouldn't have favourites, but she was my favourite chicken. She was my baby. She was poorly, she stopped eating, and then her comb went purple, which means she wasn't getting enough oxygen, and then she was sitting on my lap and she had a fit and died. And heartbreaking, but she came from a rescue farm. We gave her a good life, and we're going to try and find like a really nice big pot. Until then, yeah, we're going to find a really big pot, a decorative one, and bury her in there, so when we move from here then we can take her with us. So yeah, okay, enough of that sad stuff. I want to show you some plants that we're growing. So obviously we have our community food project, so we're growing some food for other people. I've also started some extras to plant in the ground to give away as like seed starts, and to grow food to give people in veg boxes. So there's that, but I'll show you some of our stuff as well, because I never show anyone this part of my garden, because to be honest it's an absolute state. It's part of the chicken yard. Behind me I'm being very selective in where I point the camera, because we've just dragged out 2 sheds and the backyard that way is basically a bomb site. So I'm not going to show you that, but I'm going to give you a tour around and show you what's going on at the moment at home. Oh, and also we just did an egg delivery, and we was talking to the lady about the community farm project, community food project, and she has asked that once all this is over that I show her how to grow vegetables and that I make her a veg garden, which is absolutely amazing. It's going to the next level so fast. I'm careful not to take too much on, so I won't be going yes to every person that asks, but it'd be lovely to start off doing that, and you know, we never know where it's going to take us, do we? So I'm going to start in the chicken yard. There's a train. I'll start in the chicken yard and then we'll go back this way. Hey girls. Oi! Get off the camera. You little monster. Saturn. You cheeky terror. So, this, let me come back. You're following me, aren't you? That's their dust bath, by the way. Cat boxes. Because it stays dry underneath the table. So this frame, we got the big table from some guy who had to move house and he'd built it. It's really heavy, really sturdy. And then we had a chicken run. So Beardy Dude's taken the chicken run apart, and it's actually got a cage that goes around everything. And then mind yourself, mind yourself. And then I can access my plants. So they're all chicken proofed, apart from these ones, which I left too low in the other garden, and they've been a bit munched, but never mind. So in here we've got 2 trays of red cabbage. We've got 2 trays of beetroot. They are a second sowing of a rare one that I had, but the mice ate the first sowing in the greenhouse. And these ones are bolt hardy, and I'm doing them as modular sowings, and then I'll plant them like that and pick out the biggest one as they go. These are greyhound cabbage. I won't be using all of these brassicas myself, so some of them will be shared with people. There's some sunflowers coming up there. They're staying out overnight. It's not getting too cold now, so they're staying there. That one is salad mix, and that one is Romanesco cauliflower. These are my broccoli, and they are fab. They're doing really well. And here we've got sprouts. So that lot is doing great. Really pleased with those. This is an old bonsai tree container, and I'm using it to grow some salad leaves in this year. And we've got 3 dahlias, 3 pots of potatoes, and then there's 3 trays there of sweet corn, which haven't come up yet. Obviously, like I said, we're not going to have all of this for ourselves. We are going to give some of it away as seed starts, and what we don't give away as seed starts we will grow as extras, and then we'll give that away as fully grown veg to people later in the season. The battery is now flashing, so before this goes, if I do cut out, that's why, okay? But I want to show you my tomatoes. These are my variegated tomatoes. This one is called Phelan's First Snow, and this one is Painted Lady. So this one's got a potato leaf, which are the round leaves, and this one's got like traditional tomato leaves, and they are so pretty. I've got quite a few of them growing in here. The leaves are just lovely. So I'm really looking forward to seeing those grow on. You've got more tomatoes here. Moved loads of these over to the greenhouse today. These are some seed trays that I've started for people. We've got French climbing beans, yellow scallop squash, so like patty pans, and these ones are Tifonia flowers. Someone wanted some flowers, so we got those started, and I've got some modular trays to do more things in. We've got rocket salad leaves here. These are gypsophilia for the wedding patch that I'm doing. Can you look at these purple bok choy? Aren't they gorgeous, or pak choy, whatever, but they're beautiful. We've got a tray of mixed salad leaves. This is cosmos coming up now. These are some nasturtiums from Kelly, of Kelly's Kitchen Garden. Some more baby pak choy and some pomia, morning glory there. These are purple sprouting broccoli that are doing nicely. Some larkspur flowers, some baby tomatoes. I got some extra seeds and I started some off later, so they are outside in the day, and then anything tender comes in at night. And then over there we've got some more nasturtium, and that's basil that I left outside, and it's still germinating, so I'm quite pleased. So before the battery goes, thank you for staying with us. Oh, and the big tub has got salad leaves in, by the way. Thank you for helping us with the community food project. This is going to mean a lot to us. On a selfish note, I'm going to learn more about growing food to help other people on a larger scale, and also it's helping our community. And like I said, if you can do something to help people at the moment, then I encourage you to do so. So I'm going to go in now. I'm going to edit this video and try and get it up to Facebook, and I hope you've all had a lovely weekend. If anybody wants to help with the community project, sorry I'm losing my voice, in another way, I don't know how, but drop us a message or something. Probably don't need any help, but I know people want to help. It's getting windy. So yeah. Chicken ruckus. What you doing? What you doing, Beardy lady? And there is Pickle and Pippin. What's this? Where's this come from? Oh gosh. Say bye-bye, girlies. There's Pepper, she's broody. So thanks for watching, guys. I will keep you updated with things as we go, and as always I will post it on Facebook first, and we'll see you soon. So take care. Bye bye.